Good morning, friends. Today I am here, Neeraj Kumar Dinkar. Today we are going to discuss about the ergonomic hazards. What is ergonomic? You know that ergonomic is defined by ILO, International Labour Organizations, as the applications of human, biological science, and conjunctions with engineer science, and to work his working environment as as obtain maximum satisfaction for workers, which that time enhance of productivity. That call ergonomic. Suppose that if you are one example to share with you. Suppose that you are working in our home. Your suppose that your wife doing the kitchen work. Suppose that kitchen work, and your your gas chulha is on ground. That times you also sit on the ground. So that calls ergonomic. Because of continuous you cannot do the work on ground, because of every time sitting. That calls ergonomic. That call all postures of ergonomics. So that you know that if you are any places, any places, you have to see that at as the kitchens area also must be heighted above the 1.2 meter side, that can persons easily to who handle easily to standing with stand in that area and cooking properly. So that calls that is a reduce of ergonomic hazards. So guys, ergonomic hazards is a very important for us and entire worlds, because of ILO also defined ergonomic hazards as is a chronic disease, may be not affected immediate, but if continuous and repetitions of motions, that may be impact your health. So guys, we have discussed two ergonomic hazards. You know that hazards, type of hazards is there mentions 5-6 type of hazards. First is physical, second in mechanicals, third is there mentioned biologicals, and fourth is there mentioned chemicals, fifth there is there mentioned ergonomics. So 4-5 type of hazards mainly summarized by the ILO, summarized by the committee members to how to reduce, how to controls that type of hazard. So ergonomic hazards is very important things, because of nowadays nobody thinking about that type of hazards, because of some people's not aware about the ergonomic hazards. You know that in our country, in our India, many many women and men, after complete the 14 years age, that may be back pains, suffering from back pains, suffering from joints pains, suffering from posture pains, because of they have not maintaining proper, they have not safety measures, safety precautions taking the work. So ergonomic hazards is a possibility to everyone. So suppose that if you are working in official job, so that is continuous sitting on chairs, that may be that calls ergonomic hazards, because of repetitive motions on and continue sitting on chairs. If you are going to work in kitchen work, if you are going to farmers, doing the work in the digging of earth, due to for reasons for the streets and seeds and other things. So that calls that also involvement of ergonomic hazards. So today we are going to discuss about the ergonomics. What is the main objective of control? So why you have to we are going to discuss about the ergonomic hazards. So guys, there is some objectives is there mentioned, so maybe you have to understood that at work of study ergonomic is optimize interactions of man and machines order the increased productivity and with accuracy and it involvement to design. So why you have to need what is the objectives of control the ergonomic hazards, because if you are doing the well measures well safety precautions during the work, then maybe your productivity of work increase of productive work. So a work productivity of work and workers place suitable for work. If you are control the ergonomic hazards, then also your workplace suitable for work and machinery and controls minimize the method and physical strengths of work and enhance improvements the efficiency. Favorable environment performing the task top most effectively task of work organizations. If you are going to controls of ergonomic hazards, that may be a reduce of your injury and back pain and ill health at your workplace. Second thing, injury disorder, any muscular disorders and back pain. Answer the worker safety. Ensure the worker safety if you are going to control of ergonomic hazards. Ensure the workers' health and reduce of compensations cost and comply with legal requirement. Ensure the work productivity and reduce of absentees. So that I am sharing some examples which we have to observe during our work period. My company staffs doing the supervisor works and continuous moving on floor, continuous going on the 10th floors, 10th floors, high-rise buildings build-ups, and that times he is posted on safe supervisor purpose. So his age is approx 45 years old and continuous manually put on the staircase. So after 2-3 years continuous hard work doing, but after 1-2-3 years after 2-3 years that persons observe the back pain and joint pain because of that age is completed at 14 years. So that times if you are going to not follow the ergonomic hazards and controls measures, that may be very difficult to reduce it, very difficult to save your or injury and other things. So guys, after that person is going to visit and further treatment purpose with consultations with doctor clearly say you are using of safety shoe, so that is very effective to your leg because of 2 kg weight, and every time so you are going to manually and talk to others. So guys, there is instructed to please don't move more and more on regular basis. If possibility to use of cramps, if possibility of use to passenger lips and lip, and that can avoid your postures. And this is a fact to improve. This is a fact. So guys, second things observing, so you know that some people working in official job, that times continuous working on computer systems, continuous connectivity of computers by the computers between the computers and I. That times some persons are not taking safety measure. What is the safety measures required if you are going to continuous work with laptop? Because of the every 3 hours, 2 hours need to be wash your hand, wash your eye, then eye and face, and 2-3 minutes 5 minutes must be rest, must be move on floors, must be go to take a break, After that again you have to sit on the computers. So guys, this is very important to ergonomics hazards if you are going to. So this is very important for you, or very useful to if you are going to taking in safety measures for ergonomic hazards. Ergonomic hazards more slowly affected on human body, but not directly impact, but slowly impact. So that is share my experience, that is share my experience which are follow, which are the observe. So all persons need to be take proper safety measures during the work. I am telling with you what the problems due to poor ergonomic. What is the problems of poor ergonomic at your side? Suppose that muscular disorders, maybe. Second thing, lower productivity. If you are going to not taking the proper ergonomics, that times lower productivity, your productivity not more than, and as per you have to target it. Increase your compensation cost. Means if you are not taking, so that maybe you going to going to spend on hospital expenses and medicines expenses. So decrease your compliances with legal requirements. Also legal requirement must be reduced if you are going to take ergonomics during the work. Repetitions motion injury. If you are continuous with ignorance, you have ignorance of ergonomic, then repetitions of injury and repetitions of your more expensive medicals expenses. So this can we can reduce it if you are going to take the ergonomics safety. Lower quality, if you are not taking the proper safety measures, if you are not follow the good safety precautions during the work, then then maybe your lower quality of work and increase turnover rate, and maybe increase your cost, maybe increase of absentees, because of if you are feeling the back pain, if you are feeling the headache, if you are feeling the back pains and leg pains, then you have to come side, because of you have to take the rest and your absentees will be increased. So ergonomic is a very important thing, and our safety measures must be implementations and care about the ergonomics. So cause of ergonomic, why ergonomics comes, what is cause of ergonomics if you are going to work? So first is the reaching, and second thing heavy lifting. Most of ergonomics cause heavy lifting. If you are working in home, maybe you have carried out 20 kgs filled waters bucket, that may be ergonomics. If you are using some gas cylinders, if you are going to use of some heavy materials in your home, that may be ergonomic hazards. Ergonomics maybe happen. So more vibration. If you are continuous working in vibration area, like the continuous vibrating, that time so you have to stop. We have surrounding the area, maybe ergonomics. Ergonomic also damage your mentality problems, and also ear effect, decrease your effectiveness listening. So this is impact on your human body. Second thing, bindings and using of continuous. Suppose that if you are continuous continuous driving of a car on regular basis, that calls ergonomics, because of your back pains will become increase. If you are continuous riding of bike high speed, and there is no safety measures taken, so while jumping on the breaker, so that times maybe your back pain, maybe your muscular your disorders and back pains will be come. So guys, you have to, who mentions, you have to take safety measures and support safety measures and repetitions work. Avoid the repetitions of work and temperature. If you are working in high temperatures, low temperatures, then also ergonomic is there. Second thing, you know that if you are working in the with the computers and your continuous work on computers, then you have to mention, you have to take a movable chair, which are the standables, adjustables, and also 710 mm must be heighted your chairs, and every front of laptops, front of your eye features must be in 90 degree. It must be eye watch and continuous. If you are doing on work on systems, then and every 30 minutes, 45 minutes need to be take and wash your eye. This is very important for you if you are going to work of official jobs. Suppose that workers working, you know that many complaints has been observed. If you are a safety professional, because of some workers are also complain that if you are provided at the button shoe, if you are provided the new safety shoe, then also workers complaints this is not perfect because of I have injured. Or if you are using that type of safety shoe, some people also complaints if you are provided the gumboot, because of they are not using gumboot on regular basis and new gumboot using, so that calls ergonomics. So that times how can avoid these things? So need to be provided. Suppose that if using of gumboot, then need to be check the some chemical lotions, maybe provided some maybe use of socks, that may be due to your work activity. Suppose that workers working continuous the breaking work, then continuous vibrating. So guys, this is important to every 1 hour, every 40 hours must be rest 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That may be reduce of his pain, back pains, and others joints pain. So that type of many types of ergonomic at construction project, because I am also working a safety manager's position in a construction company. It was observed that I have also faced that types of problem. So you have to mention, you have to take safety measures. Proper safety training is provided with them, and maybe it can maybe reduce his health and reduce of productivity, reduce of compensations costs, reduce of your expenses, which are going to giving money to nearest doctors, and expenses your extra expenses for medical cases. So guys, this is very important for you and very helpful to you if you are going to taking in ergonomic safety. Ergonomic safety is very important for all of you, those people working in construction industry, like the carpenter, like the which are going to use suppose the tower crane operators. Tower crane operators continuous us operating the cranes in cabin. That times ergonomic is very important. Ergonomics safety is very important, because you should provide it. You have to provide proper chairs, wheelchairs which are adjustable, and need to be provided AC, because of there is very high temperatures in summer season. So provided AC and proper safe access, proper safety measures, drinking waters, and every facility will be there in that cabin. That may be well comfortable. If you have any observe the ergonomic hazards, that is very difficult to workers, morals will be down, because every time thinking irritate that persons. If you are not taking that type of safety measures, ergonomic safety measures, then irritate it more and more. Then what is expectations to work with them? So guys, this is very important. If you are using nowadays, after 2 months, after 2-3 years, 5 years back, you know that some people use of plastic chairs in officials, because of they are using on regular basis. They have sit on 12 hours per day, and every time sitting on plastic chairs. So this is not comfortable. Nowadays, every organizations provide the wheel movable chairs and well comfortable too, as per standards of as per free ergonomic safety. So guys, thanks for watching my video. Today we are going to discuss my ergonomic hazard safety. Thanks.